They made it back-to-back wins when they beat Burnley 1-0. Have they turned a corner then, Don?
Listen, what I would say is the Norwich game last week was perfect for Arsenal because Norwich were never ever going to change their style, so they were going to try and outplay Arsenal. That was never ever going to happen. They've not learned any lessons whatsoever, Daniel Farke's men. But this is the test. This was like the Brentford game on the Friday night match day one, where long balls in the box, long throws, as Craig said there, crosses in, wide free kicks. Everyone was pumped into the box. So this was more of a test. So listen, if you're Mikel Arteta and you've just gone back-to-back wins, you'll certainly take that after that horrific start of the season.
Here's a question, okay? You ask about Arsenal turning a corner. What does Arsenal turning a corner look like? Are we talking about turning a corner so they're not going to be in a relegation dogfight, as we saw after 3 games when they had 0 points, or beating Norwich and now Burnley by a single goal, a set piece, by the way, very well executed by Martin Odegaard. But this should be the least that we expect of a team like Arsenal. This is probably Arsenal's strongest 11 that Arteta can put out. Never mind the COVID and the injuries of the weeks gone by and that excuse that he rightly could claim, but now you've got everybody back. You've got just about a full-strength team to call on. You've got Thomas Partey back in your starting lineup and contributing well. Beating Burnley is the least of what we should expect of a team whose ambitions are those of Arsenal's. If we're talking about an Arsenal that are trying to avoid just being the bottom half of the table, then yeah, sure, you've turned the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have turned the corner, but unfortunately the other corner they were peeking around was staring into the abyss. So it's an improvement. But the one thing I liked about this Arsenal performance was they actually had some guts and stood up at least to these free kicks and set pieces and long throws that Burnley were clearly going to throw in and did. And particularly Gabriel and Tomiyasu, and at times Ben White and Kieran Tierney, they really stood up and showed a bit of fight. Now, decisions have been made. Leno has been dropped last 2 games. Ramsdale is in. We've seen Gabriel returning. We've seen Ben White returning. That's a partnership that's going to take some time. Tomiyasu from Bologna, I thought, did some really good defensive work. And, of course, Thomas Partey to give them some protection in front. Those are all key players. And I do think, if you're an Arsenal fan, it looks... Well, I have to say, it looks a lot better on paper just seeing these guys in the team. Because what I was looking at with, you know, Chambers and Holding and... Is it Mari? Pablo Mari?
Yeah.
The centre-halves. I was looking at just weak, tepid defending, looking at each other going, well, I'm doing my job. These guys looked as if, at least... And we can only talk about the last couple of games and today's game against Burnley. They looked as if they wanted to work as a unit. And they looked as if they wanted to fight and defend and then let the other guys go and play. That's at least a start for Arsenal. And that's a bonus for Mikel Arteta.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.